Assalamualaikum. As for today, group members of Group C will present on how aquaculture plays a role in achieving the SDGs. Let's go.
Aquaculture is the farming of aquatic animals and plants such as fish, shellfish, seaweed, and algae in water environment. Over the last few decades, aquaculture has grown at an astonishing rate. Aquaculture is a diverse industry that is practiced at a variety of scales by both multinational corporations and small-scale farmers in both coastal and inland areas. With over 600 aquatic species cultivated globally, it is the world's fastest expanding food sector. In order to fulfill the demands of the future, aquaculture must be economically, socially, and environmentally friendly. The United Nations 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development offers a unified set of global goals, the Sustainable Development Goals (SDGs). SDGs contain 169 targets that spread across 17 SDGs serve as a roadmap for future prosperity by addressing important issues such as global poverty, hunger, disease, and illiteracy. Aquaculture has a key role to play in helping to achieve several of the UN's SDGs by 2030. Several goals that can be achieved are SDG 1, no poverty, SDG 2, zero hunger, SDG 12, responsible consumption and production, and SDG 14, life below water.
First, aquaculture can alleviate food insecurity and well-being. Aquaculture plays an important role in global effort to eliminate hunger, which is vital for achieving food security and prevent malnutrition by supplying fish and other aquatic products rich in protein, essential fatty acids, vitamins, and minerals. Eating fish product is significant for the prevention of heart disease, especially for vulnerable groups including pregnant and breastfeeding women, newborns, and preschool children. With aquaculture, worldwide seafood demand can be met and more people will be able to consume fish and sell fish in their diets, improving nutrition and food security as well as well-being.
Next, aquaculture creates economic opportunities. Plenty job opportunities being created through aquaculture, especially for those living in the exclusive economic zone. And these have the same aim as the United Nations, which wish to eradicate poverty by the year 2030. As aquaculture creates jobs, aquaculture increases a household's disposable income and ability to purchase food. Increasing the availability of aquatic products in domestic market can reduce their costs, making them more affordable and accessible to local consumers. Aquaculture can contribute to a country's economic growth and performance on a macroeconomic level by creating profits and tax and export income beyond individuals and households. Good infrastructure and investment in human capital will also increase labor and capital productivity, boosting local businesses and enhancing rural community development.
Next, aquaculture contributes to the long-term sustainability of the environment. Overfishing and uncontrolled exploitation are threatening to reduce the population numbers of some natural population of some species. Unsustainable fishing practices, such as bottom trawlers, are also being phased out. Aquaculture offers an alternative by allowing farmers to raise the same species in captivity while also allowing white population to recover. Instead of fishing the same species in their natural habitats, aquaculture provides an alternate source of food. In addition to that, shellfish serve an important role in waterways. They filter and purify the water that passes through them as a result of the current. This creates a buffer zone that protects the water from pollution on land, especially from activities that disturb the seafloor and cause dust to rise. Restoring and farming shellfish serve as habitat for smaller creatures and even aids in preventing shoreline erosion by cleaning the water. Sustainable aquaculture emphasizes ecosystem preservation, biodiversity conservation, and land degradation reversal.
Next, aquaculture fostering sustainability international collaboration. Partnership in marine aquaculture profit from the sharing of expenses, product, equipment, data, and innovation. International aquaculture collaboration fosters a large scientific community in which ideas, innovative aquaculture technology, management approaches, and emerging trends are exchanged. Countries can accomplish their marine stewardship goals while extending access to seafood by sharing and applying the most recent sustainability aquaculture practices. Collaboration enables us to advance breakthrough technology, promote sustainable development, and collaborate on ocean use. For example, salmon farming that was practiced in many nations throughout the world, opening up chances for international collaboration to develop sustainable techniques while extending seafood access.
Next is the aquaculture potential in preserving cultural heritage. With the increasing demand in seafood, it also increases the number of aquaculture industry. For example, the traditional Hawaiian fish pond known as loko'i'a, which have been used for approximately 1,000 years, are a valued cultural and environmental tradition of the Pacific island. Many of the fish ponds used by the traditional Hawaiians to nurture and fatten the fish until they were ready to harvest tragically fallen into disrepair. However, an increasing number of fish pond managers that attempt to restore this pond and restoring the location are very significant towards the local communities. The quantity of local seafood, jobs, and other revenue streams can all increase if additional fish ponds are rehabilitated. The fish pond encourage economic growth, gainful employment, and resource management that is sustainable.
So, for the conclusion, aquaculture is an important industry that contributes to human well-being. However, better links between aquaculture, health, the broader food system, and natural resources management policy practice are required for the sector to play a larger role in effort to achieve the SDGs in this generation. Recognizing and better identifying aquaculture's current and future potential roles in the global food system, such as for rural-urban development and redevelopment, healthy and sustainable diet, human health and wellness, will improve our understanding of its potential for positive contribution to many of the SDGs and influence policy effectiveness and impact. Accelerating aquaculture's contributes to the SDGs should be explored further in order to develop cohesive strategy with common goals.